Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Economy Today. I am your host, Bill Cash, inventor of the modern-day jetpack. We've got a very special show for you today because we have two very special guests, Stanley Jones, the Congress Department worker, and Crimson Rose, the Bank of America CEO. So, Stanley, welcome to the show.
It's so great to be here.
I understand you work for the government.
Yes.
That must be frustrating. Alright, welcome in Crimson. So Crimson, what's your favorite color? Red? I'm kidding. The economy. Wall Street. Do you think that recent happenings could make a possible crush? And if so, what usually causes a crush?
No, I do not think that we will have a crash anytime soon. America is very good at bouncing back if a crash ever does happen. The leading causes to crashes are the use of credit, which we have seen back in the 1920s.
But if the economy were to have a crash, we would be able to bounce back easily because the government works very well together. It's just like the Justice League, a well-oiled machine.
No, the Justice League is not like a well-oiled machine. The Avengers work much better and would be greater in this sense.
But Marvel copies DC a lot. The only reason that's as good as it is now is because of how many characters it's copied.
Copycat!
Universe, he's in the shows and the movies. He's on Teen Titans. That's really cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Teen Titans?
What are you saying?
Deadpool is way better. I mean, he is hilarious. Have you seen the Deadpool movies? Even though they're rated R, they are amazing. And the acting, phenomenal. I mean, seriously, sitting on the side of a highway and dropping into a car, what's not to love about that? It's so action-filled that it's
Action-filled? I'll give you action-filled. Superman. Superman is the most super hero out of all that there are. He was one of the first ones, and because he was the first one, Marvel has to copy every single part of Superman, and they still can't make a character who's equivalent to him. If the Justice League went against the Avengers, they would easily lose. Wait, no. If the Avengers went against the Justice League, they would easily lose because the Avengers do not have a Superman, even though they've tried countless times to copy him.
We have a Hulk. He can smash down a building.
Hulk is stupid, okay?
He is not stupid. I mean, it's hard keeping all those gamma rays in.
Let's get back to copies, because Marvel has a lot of those. Ant-Man and the Atom, okay? Ant-Man, such a lame name. Atom? Now, I would definitely be interested in that if somebody told me they just saved me. Oh, what's your name, sir? The Atom. Oh, what's your name, sir? Ant-Man. That is not cool at all, okay?
Ant-Man can get, into anywhere. I mean, if you need to go on a secret mission, I would want Ant-Man on my team. So if there is, a padded lock, we could go through that, and he can, cut all the wires, and we could get through easier.
Well, guess what? The Atom can do that, and he can fly so much better than Ant-Man.
The Ant-Man has a cool costume. Did you see it? It's red and black. What's not to love about that?
The Atom's costume is cool, too. And they tie him into the different universes on the television show so that he actually has more of a personality than Ant-Man. Come on. Superman, Flash, Arrow, DC is so much better than Marvel, and they copy everything.
Well, DC powers are so lame.
Hey Batman, what's up?
I'm hungry.
What do you want to eat?
Fish?
Okay. Ready? Salmon! Fish! Oh, yes. This stuff is the best type of fish. Okay, here, you can try some of it. It is so delicious. Do you like it? It's my favorite. Sweet, savory. Hey, what are you doing? Those are my fish!
What are you talking about? DC has Batman and Aquaman, okay? Aquaman's powers may be sort of lame to some people, but they're still much better than anything that Marvel could ever hope to achieve for. I mean, Namor, that's the best they could come up with, and again, another copy. Batman, on the other hand, he is one of the most well-known characters, not just in DC, not just in comics or superheroes, but of all time. So, don't talk about powers if you don't have anything to clash with.
I mean, we have the Hulk. He can turn from the Hulk to a human. In human form, he can do normal day stuff like you and me. But when he's the Hulk, he's basically unstoppable. I mean, you're Superman, probably it would be hard for him to go against the Hulk. I mean, with all the punches he can throw, I'm sure you could probably knock Superman out of the park.
I mean, sure, we could take on the Hulk with Superman. We definitely could, because Superman can take on anyone. However, we have Gorilla Grodd, who's very strong and telepathic. He's smart, unlike Hulk when he's in his form, because Hulk is dumb. And Swamp Thing, plus Killer Shark. All of these gigantic heroes could easily take on the Hulk with their eyes blindfolded and win.
Can you stop this madness?
No, we have to keep going.
Yeah. I mean, we have Thor. He's actually a god.
You know what's better than a god? A goddess. Wonder Woman. Not only is she a goddess with amazing powers, but she is a public icon. Little girls and boys look up to her all day, every day. Her movie this year was a hit. It made over $500 million at the box office. And let's not just talk about the financial revenue. It also did very well with ratings. First best DC movie in a while.
I mean, really? I can't believe it. Like, all of your superheroes, all they have to do to put on a disguise is glasses. All they do. I mean, if you look, okay, Wonder Woman, she puts glasses on. She's a whole new person. Supergirl, glasses. Superman, glasses. I mean, is this supposed to be repetitive? Everybody's supposed to wear glasses to make them look incognito?
Maybe they put on the glasses so they can try to see that power that Marvel does not even have. Okay. Well, we have a better rich guy. Batman. So much better than Tony Stark. That smug dude that no one really likes.
Tony Stark is not smug. I mean, he basically owns the Avenger Tower, which is where they basically train, which makes them way better than the Justice League. I mean, their training area, it's like high tech.
We're talking about powers, not buildings here, okay? And even still, Justice League has better hangout spots anyway. Now, back to powers. Batman, much stronger than Iron Man. He's swole, okay? He knows how to get lifted, all right? Now, powers. Batman, he can see in the dark, and he's very smart. He's like Sherlock Holmes. That's what he's like. He's almost as if he's a detective.
Really? Sherlock Holmes?
Who
I
are
think that...
these guys?
Iron Man is nothing without his suit.
No. Iron Man is like Sherlock Holmes.
What?
Yeah, I mean...
Only a kumquat would say something like that, okay? Batman is so much smarter than Iron Man, and he has so much better morals. He never kills, and he has a mission. He wants to avenge his father. What is his parents, actually? What does Iron Man want to avenge? Nothing, and he's in the Avengers.
Iron Man does want to avenge his parents. I mean, they were killed in a car crash, which wasn't actually a real car crash.
But he barely ever talks about it. Batman always remembers his parents, looking at the pictures in the Batcave. And he has better powers, like I said, and you're not addressing that either, okay? He has a hook, and he is also strong. He would be able to beat Iron Man with his suit on and his suit off. In fact, DC has much better backstories than Marvel does. They take time to develop their characters, and it has much more emotion than Marvel.
Dad, finally we are going home.
Give me your wallet!
Mom! Dad! What? I'm Batman, and I'm gonna find you.
What are you talking about? Captain America in 1920s. He basically was a guinea pig. I mean, he took the risk, even though there were many defaults with everything. So, he made a great superhero. Anyway, he flew a plane into the Arctic and sat there for basically 80 years.
You know who else came from the 1900s in their origin story? Wonder Woman. Diana Ross had such a better journey than Captain America did, and she had more reaction and response from the theater crowd when they saw the movies. We connected so much better when Steve died in the movie.
Really? You're killing off one of the main characters? I mean, seriously?
That's the point for emotion. It makes sense. And name any other Marvel story that has emotion in the backstory. None of them do. Spider-Man, he just gets bitten by a spider and is quick to the point.
What about his uncle? His uncle dies.
With great power comes great responsibility. We all know that line. It doesn't get us anymore. We could watch Uncle Ben die 1,000 times and it would not hurt us anymore because we've already seen it happen once.
I mean, isn't it sad that his uncle died?
Let's talk about the Flash origin story, okay? Do you know how many family members he had die? His mother, his father, and he had to watch it happen too. Not to mention friends that he's almost had to lose. Iris, in season 3 of The Flash, he had to work all season just trying to save his fiance, okay? Can you imagine how difficult that would have to be? And yet he still has better powers as well.
No,
He was able to maintain his strength throughout the entire season and keep hope. That is a great origin story. It shows how far he's come. Does Marvel has any progression in its stories similar to DC does? I don't think they do.
I mean, with Flash, what about Ron? It's like he died of something. Of course, he left his fiancée alone, and then he just disappeared, except he was still alive. So, why didn't he make his appearance earlier rather
To keep
than
it
later?
interesting. The point is that DC has better backstories. And the story is interesting when you do that anyway. Marvel does not have anything comparable, and I think you've lost this point.
No, I have not. I mean, what about Hulk? I mean, seriously, he had a terrible childhood. His father put chemicals into him. I mean, that's terrible.
The Hulk's childhood is nothing compared to what Bruce Wayne had to go through. Both of his parents were killed, just like Barry's, and in front of him when he was such a young child. But yet, he was still able to pull together the confidence to avenge his parents and go after the killer throughout all of the television shows, comics, and movies. Now that right there is a true backstory.
Really? The Flash? I mean, his mom died when he was young. I understand that. But his dad died when he was older, after he was released from prison. Which, how long was he in
What are you
prison?
saying? What are you trying to say?
I mean, like, really?
Are you trying to say that DC's origin stories don't matter? Because I think they're much better than Marvel's, okay?
Marvel is way better.
No, that is incorrect. What about costumes, though? Superman has such a cool costume, and DC has unique costumes for all of their heroes.
Really? Superman? His costume? It's basically underwear?
I'm off to save the world.
I mean, Marvel costumes are way better than DC. Let's think about, like, really, Deadpool? What's not to love about his? You can see in the movie how many times it took for him to, like, perfect his suit. What about your superheroes?
Well, maybe it took him so long to perfect his suit because Marvel has no idea what they're doing when it comes to being inventive with their suits. DC's are always unique and diverse. Bless you, Bill Cash. And they're also creative at the same time. There's no other costume like the Flash, okay? He has not only a mask, but also the armor itself is really cool. He has a flash ring where he can shoot the costume out and jump inside of it. That is insane. Do any Marvel heroes have anything like that at all? I don't think they do.
I mean, we have Ant-Man. His suit shrinks him. It's like the size of an ant.
We have the Atom, like I said earlier, and Ant-Man is a stupid name again. Now, costumes, like I was saying. Batman, he wears a black cape. Superman wears a red cape. We like to stick to the typical superhero costume thing, but we also like to be different.
Really? Well, Spider-Man's red, so... Anyway, he can shoot webs out of his suit. Anyway, Iron Man gives him a better suit, which is more of technology, has more technology in it, so it can make him more advanced.
Okay, sure, you may have Spider-Man, but do you have the Teen Titans? We have Robin, all of the different Robins also, just who support Batman in the movies, but also on the cartoons on Teen Titans. And we have Starfire. Starfire's suit is amazing. She looks great in that. Beast Boy has such great powers, and with that suit as well. Cyborg, oh yeah, Cyborg is definitely better than Iron Man.
Well, we have Captain America. I mean, Captain America, he shows our country's colors, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Anyway, what he does is amazing, and that shield can like stop any bullets.
Okay, well, I do support the whole supporting America, Captain America theme that they've got going on over there, America. But Wonder Woman has a demigoddess attire. I mean, do you guys have anything like that? And don't say Thor because he just looks like a hobo.
Thor is not a hobo. Anyway, she's a goddess. He's a god. So...
What are you saying? Are you saying that females can't be great too? Huh?
No, I'm not saying that, but ours is a god, and almost to be the king of Asgard. When will she become the queen of the Amazons?
She already is in my heart. And her costume, like I said, so much better than Thor's. You guys can't compete.
Really? No. I mean, that sword is pretty cool. And her, whatever, the cuffs are on her wrists. I find that cool. But her outfit, it's
Well, what about villains? Even our villains have better looking suits.
Really?
Yeah, Deathstroke. That's so cool. Joker? Do you guys have a villain who looks as cool as the Joker? As scary?
Joker with the creepy smile. I mean, what's with that? It looks like he smeared lipstick all over his face.
Well, I mean, the point is so that he can look creepy. We like to actually inflect what we're trying to tell in our stories instead of just having flat, bland colors on the screen.
I mean, did he go to Sephora or something? Like, getting that red lipstick? Ugh.
Well, we have Darkseid. Darkseid looks really cool. And Ares from the new Wonder Woman movie. That was insane. In the movie, he pulled together all these metals and created himself a costume using nothing but his powers and was able to fuse together this insane looking suit.
That helmet, really? Like, the helmet? That looks too old-fashioned.